Hey, fourth grade. Today we're starting our U.S. regions unit, and we're going to start learning about our region that we live in, which is the Midwest. The Midwest region contains 12 states: North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. The Midwest is known for its history, its production, its land use, and we're going to learn a little bit about that today. Native American people had been living on the land that became known as the Midwest for many years before Europeans arrived, and this is true for every region of the United States. First, French explorers arrived to set up fur trading posts. Fur was a very, very big product for people living in the Midwest. Then Spanish explorers searched the land for gold and other riches. Because of this, eventually the native people living here, were pushed out by the westward expansion of the settlers. Throughout this unit, we're going to learn about two different perspectives: the perspective of the Native American people that originally lived here, and the perspective of explorers who came and conquered the land. Speaking of the land, the Midwest has three types of physical geography. Geography means the type of land that a place has. The Midwest has flat plains. We know that Minnesota is pretty flat. It has some rolling hills and a few mountains. Not a lot, though. Farming is a major part of land usage in the Midwest. In the Great Plains states on the west side of this region, many types of wheat are grown. And in the states located around the Great Lakes, up north, if you've ever driven to Duluth, you've seen Lake Superior. That's one of the Great Lakes that we're going to learn about. There are many different kinds of crops that can be grown in that soil. Production. Major industries in the Midwest include farming, mining, shipping, timber, which is logs, the use of trees and wood, and manufacturing. The auto industry has a long history of manufacturing in the Midwest. Detroit is nicknamed the Motor City, and Detroit is the capital of Michigan. Natural resources of the Midwest. Natural resources are materials that are found naturally in the environment. Natural resources found in the Midwest include coal mined from the ground, oil pumped from the ground, gold in the Black Hills Mountains of South Dakota, and forests that provide timber. Wind turbines create energy. If you've ever been on a road trip and you've seen the big windmills in the plains of Minnesota, those big windmills, those turbines, those create natural renewable energy. Climate. We know a little bit about Midwest climate. Minnesota has very distinct weather and climate. The climate in the Midwest has 4 distinct weather regions. The word distinct means they're very clear seasons, right? We know exactly what season it is based on the weather. Winter is cold with lots of snow. Spring brings rain. Summer is warm and humid. And fall or autumn cools down with the changing colors on leaves. Many of the states in the Midwest are part of Tornado Alley. That is an area that gets many tornadoes every year. In Minnesota, we're kind of right outside of it. We don't get too many. But if you notice, every first Wednesday of the month, when you hear those loud sirens, those are tornado sirens just practicing, just making sure that they are working and that they would be ready to go in the instance that we did have a real tornado. There are many cool landmarks that can be found in the Midwest. Landmarks are important places. They can be man-made things such as a monument. They can be historical locations, or they could be things created by nature that are unique in some way. There are many important landmarks found in the Midwest. Some examples include Mount Rushmore, which can be found in South Dakota, Cave of the Mounds, which can be found in Wisconsin, and the Gateway Arch, which can be found in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, your job is to take a look at a map of the Midwest, and you're going to answer some questions to help you get started thinking about what cool features are a part of the Midwest.